Hey girls, it's Bonet. I know sometimes when you're wearing your natural hair, you may not have any idea what to do with it or even have the time to do a lot with it. So hopefully these three styles with the puff can help you. The first style is simply just pulled back into a high puff or kind of like a big ponytail. And the second style is the same thing but off to the side for more of a more formal or even fun look. The third style is the same thing pulled back but with a twist or a braid in the front to keep that hair out of your face as well. So let's get started. Now for all these styles, you're going to need a spray bottle with water to keep your hair moist and easier to manage, a brush to smooth down your edges, a knee-high stocking to make your puff, and your favorite oils, butters, or gel to smooth down your edges. I'm using castor oil because it's more natural and I usually get headaches with gel. So first you want to moisten your hair. It's going to make it a lot easier to manage and easier to slick back as well and keep out of your face. So just make sure it's moist enough for you and spray a little bit more if you need to. Now you're going to take your oil or butter or gel, I'm using my castor oil, and take a good amount, enough to smooth down all of your edges so it's not crazy and flying all over the place. So take that amount and go all around the crown of your head. Now you're going to use your brush to smooth down your edges. Make sure you brush in the direction that you want your puff to be. So now we're going to use that knee-high stocking. You could even use a regular stocking and cut off the end to a length that you think you would need. Start by tying the stocking around the front of your head to the back with the ends in the back. I'll turn around so you can see it a little bit more clearly. Make one overhand knot, making sure that you're not catching any hair in that knot. Squeeze, and now you're ready to make your puff. You're going to start by pulling the front of the stocking on your forehead and pushing it back. Maybe about an inch or an inch and a half or so, making sure everything's nice and smooth. Now you go back to the back of your head and repeat this process. Tighten and push up, go back to the front and pull back, a little bit at a time, and tighten and push up the back again. Do this as much as you need to get the puff as high or as low as you want to, or as big or as small. You can do it different ways each time. So when you have your puff at the desired place on your head, you're going to make one more knot so that nothing loosens. So tie it again. Fluff and adjust your hair to how you need it to be. And then take those ends from the stocking, bring it around to the front, and you can tuck in your ends or pin them. Pinning them prevents less bulkiness in the front for me, and it keeps it more smooth. And you don't have to worry about it showing much because your hair will cover it. So just pin that in place and repeat on the other side. And you might want to moisturize it a little bit more and add some oils to seal it in so that your curls are nice and defined and not too frizzy after handling it. Here's a tip for keeping your edges smooth. You could do this the night before you wear this hairstyle, or maybe 30 minutes before you're ready to leave the house. Tie a scarf and your edges should be smooth. And you're all done. It should really only take you about 15 minutes or less, so you don't have to spend too much time in the mirror and can focus on the goals for the rest of the day. You can even add a nice headband to help keep your edges smooth and from being too frizzy. Here are just two different ones that I tried. Alright, now it's time for style number 2. You're going to use the same method of tightening and pushing and pulling all of your hair, but focus this all to one side. So you're going to keep pushing and pulling and everything, but leaning it toward one side of your head that you prefer. This is really cool for younger kids as well, kind of like that side ponytail, or even for a more formal occasion. And it's just another option for keeping your hair out of your face, and you can pick the one that works best for you. Tuck those ends under as usual. Fluff and adjust. And here I'm just smoothing down my edges. Make sure that you brush and smooth it in the direction before you make your puff, and it will come out a lot better. And you're all done. Another option of keeping your hair out of face, but still wearing it naturally. The third style. What you're going to do is secure a front section of your hair. You can do a side part, kind of like what I did there. And now you're going to continue to make a puff, but using the remainder of your hair. So try to make sure the front section hair doesn't get caught with the rest. So continue that same process of tightening and pushing and pulling to make your puff as big, as small, as high, as low as you would like, but making sure to leave that front section of hair out. Pin down those edges or tuck them in. And now we're going to work with that front section. You can twist it back on itself, do a 2-strand twist, or even a braid, and continue to do this back so that it can join the rest of your hair that's out in the puff. What's great about this is that you don't have to worry about that end that's sticking out because it's going to blend in with the rest of your hair. And you can just go ahead and pin that in place. And that's the result. So that's it, we're all done. Here are 3 different styles that can help you to wear your hair naturally while keeping your hair out of your face and not spending too much time. I hope this helps you guys, and remember that God made you beautiful naturally. Bye!